Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Clemson is quick to the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Denson. Fires to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. He breaks a tackle. Picks up the 1st down. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, TCU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 13 over Ohio State. This one. Actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Denson. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He'll pull it down and run. On his feet at the 40. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Here comes Clemson with another first down.
Well, this guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw on the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Gets it out quickly. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
They're going to try to climb out of this hole, going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Got it in the middle. It's Vasquez. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Out of the backfield, he's open. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing route.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
At the 38. Ready? Good enough for first down.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
35. Clemson, 9.
The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Looking for more room. Touchdown, TCU! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Little touch pass to the receiver. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately...
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Back to throw, it's Denson. He gets it out fast. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
At the 32-yard line. Offense facing...
Clemson looking to convert on fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete in the middle.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
On the move. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
3rd and goal, where the strong come through.
Let's go.
We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to blast their way in. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
None of the offense. The offense goes with the run on 3rd and goal, thinking they can push it in there and be physical. The defense is having absolutely none of that. Nice job by the defense, committing to the run, being physical, and stuffing this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Notre Dame is just getting blown off the field right now. I know a lot of people either love or hate the Golden Domers, but anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 35 to Florida. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Clemson jumps to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to them. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Crosses the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's back. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Looking to throw, it's Denson. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.